Hello and welcome to the channel. These states which I am going to talk about in a bit are the poorest states in Nigeria. Combined, all 10 of them are owing local and foreign debts to the tune of 1 trillion naira. They've all just left their respective offices, but if you see the package where them carry come out, your head go big. Details in a bit. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. 10 poorest states owe over 1 trillion naira. Provide governors jumbo package. The 10 poorest states in Nigeria owe local and foreign creditors about 1.18 trillion naira according to findings by the Punch. While the data for the poorest state was acquired from the National Bureau of Statistics, the debt data was obtained from the Debt Management Office. The NBS in its National Multidimensional Poverty Index report disclosed that 133 million Nigerians are multidimensionally poor. The NBS said 63% of Nigerians were poor due to a lack of access to health, education, living standards, employment, and security. The Multidimensional Poverty Index offered a multivariate form of poverty assessment, identifying deprivations across health, education, living standards, work, and shocks. The report presented the level of poverty in each of the states of the country. The report presented the level of poverty in each state of the country. The NBS report showed Sokoto, Bayelsa, Gombe, Jigawa, and Plateau were the top 5 poorest states in 2022. These states were followed by Yobe, Kebbi, Taraba, Ebonyi, and Zamfara. The Punch observed that the top 10 poorest states had a total of 43.99 million poor people, which was 33.08% of the total population of poor people in Nigeria. Sokoto led the poorest, with 90.5% of people in the state poor. It is followed by Bayelsa with 88.5% poor people, Gombe with 86.2%, Jigawa with 84.3%, and Plateau with 84%. Yobe had 83.5% of its population as poor, Kebbi had 82.2%, and Taraba had 79.4%. Both Ebonyi and Zamfara states each had 78% of their total population poor. The NBS report noted that 65% of poor Nigerians, 86 million, were in the north, while 35%, nearly 47 million, were in the south. In general, a disparity between north and south is evident in both incidence and intensity of multidimensional poverty, with the north being poorer. However, the level and number of poor people needs to be addressed in all zones, each of which are home to between 11 and 20 million poor people, except Northwest, which has 45 million poor people due to its larger population and higher level of poverty. It also noted that 72% of people in rural areas were poor. It was the same for 42% of people in urban areas. Aside from struggling with high poverty rates, the 10 poorest states also struggled with local and foreign debts. Data from the Subnational Debt Report as of December 2022 showed that the states had 998 billion naira domestic debt and $386.16 million foreign debt, about 178.28 billion naira, using the exchange rate of the Central Bank of Nigeria of 461.68 naira to a dollar as of Tuesday. From the debt data, Plateau had the highest local debt of 149.1 billion naira, then Bayelsa 146.37 billion naira, and Gombe 139.32 billion naira. Zamfara had local debt of 112.2 billion naira, Yobe had 90.76 billion naira, Sokoto had 90.6 billion naira, and Taraba 87.96 billion naira, as well as Ebonyi 76.5 billion naira. The least owing states on the list for the subnational domestic debts were Jigawa 43.95 billion naira and Kebbi 61.31 billion naira. The Punch further observed that Bayelsa had the highest foreign debt of $60.39 million. It was followed by Ebonyi, $58.57 million, Taraba, $46.47 million, Kebbi, $40.93 million, Sokoto, $36.56 million, Gombe, $32.48 million, and Plateau, $32.4 million. The least debtor owing foreign creditors were Yobe, $22.51 million, Jigawa, $26.99 million, and Zamfara, $28.86 million. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. The Punch further observed that despite the high poverty and debt, some of the states released huge pension benefits to their past governors. The Jigawa State Former Public Officers Pension and Other Benefits Law No. 15 of 2015 stipulates that a governor who successfully completes his term without impeachment will be entitled to a monthly pension equivalent to the current salary of the current governor, 2 brand new vehicles to be provided by the state government and to be replaced after every 4 years, 6-bedroom fully furnished house, 2 personal assistants not below grade level 10, 2 drivers selected by the governor and to be paid by the state, a fully furnished office in any location of choice, and fully paid medical treatment within Nigeria and abroad. In Sokoto, each former governor under the Sokoto State Pension Law gets 200 million naira every 4 years, while the deputy is entitled to perks amounting to 180 million naira, bin monetization for other entitlements including domestic aids, residencies, and vehicles that can be renewed after every 4 years. The Ebonyi State Political Office Holders Amendment Law 2011 makes provision for the payment of pension to Governor Umahi, who is set to move to the Red Chamber of the National Assembly. The law also made provisions for vehicles and personal aids, among others for the governor and his deputy. Yobe State in its pension law provides that former governors be given a severance gratuity of 200 million naira, 2 vehicles to be replaced every 4 years, free medical care, and a house in the state or the Federal Capital Territory, among others. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Bye.